Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sunnyside Update by Desire to Inspire Studios Foundation. I want to welcome all of our guests online as well as in person. Do we have an in-person camera shot? Anyway, thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. Oh, there's an echo. Nice. Which one is it? There you go. So the Sunnyside Update is, well, one, I'm Trevor Henley, Desire to Inspire Studios Foundation. I'm the executive director, founder, and inspirational activist, and I'm really excited to hit this milestone tonight. Anyone here know what the Sunnyside Update is? Recap. Would you like a recap? Yeah. So the Sunnyside Update is going to be, it is our internship program, and the idea is it's a half-hour good news segment. It's a segment showcasing different stories of people helping people in the community. It's a way to raise awareness in the community of ways to give back, as well as raise awareness for people in need to have a resource. So, and it will be produced entirely by our interns come next month? Following month, October. So anyway, with me, I have our co-host tonight, Eric Garcia. Say hello, Eric.
Everybody. Nice to see you guys.
And we're going to run through a couple of videos and share the examples of what the Sunnyside Update is. And we're going to have some fun tonight. Are you guys ready for this? Yeah. Nice. All right, so we have been working on this as a pilot program for the past 2 years, and really I've been working on this since middle school, but I won't have enough time to go into it. But basically in middle school, I watched a bunch of news and it was all bad. And I thought, why the heck do they tell all these bad ideas and educate people on other bad ideas and things to go out and do? What if they did something good and they shared good news? Then maybe people would go do good things. And that's what my simple thought was in middle school. And here it is some odd amount of years later, 20 years, 30 years, I don't know, something like that. So anyway, we ran a pilot in 2021, right after the pandemic ended, right when we started going back to in-person meetings. And Justin and I, one of our Desire to Inspire Studios Foundation team members, our audio engineer and videographer, and also our educational coordinator. No, that's not right. Anyway, titles. We went out to the Santa Fe Chamber to an all-county mixer and just interviewed people on what's good, what's happening. So we're going to play a quick little video of that. Hello, everyone. My name is Trevor Henley, and I'm here with Desire to Inspire Studios Foundation. We're at the All-County Mixer, and today we're going to do a little Sunnyside update. But first, I'm going to introduce you to a couple people. Actually, I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Hello there. My name is Mariska Lehman with BBSI.
Beth Nagy Property Services.
Who am I? Mike Walper with Social Jumpstart.
Hi, I'm Betty Gundersheim.
Hi, I'm Megan Maddox.
My name is Hannah Romanowski.
What is one piece of good news that you have heard recently?
A piece of good news. Oh, this catches me off guard.
Is it happy related to my bank, or it could be anything?
Just good news.
A little bit of good news. I paid under $11 for a gallon of gasoline today. I'm feeling pretty good about life.
Good news is I think I picked up a new account.
Hey! Very cool.
The great news is my son's heading out to the University of Oregon, and we're going to take him out there for his orientation end of August, and then to school in September. So I can't happy about it.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
We just celebrated some high school graduations for several of our young people.
One piece of good news is I'm here. Oh my God, with humans, Trevor and Karen. I'm so excited to see everyone again.
Good news is that I think Marin has never been stronger.
We're doing great stuff at the Civic Center, the DA's office. You know, we're serving the public on every level.
Good news for me is that I'm standing here with two of my heroes. Wouldn't be here at Desire to Inspire without these two, so I really appreciate you guys being here and speaking with us. Can we count on you guys to check out the Sunnyside Update when it airs?
Oh, definitely. I will be there. I will be on it. And thank you for the invitation to do that.
Awesome. So one of the fun things is, when you say news, what is it that sparks your mind? And you actually said something earlier that caught me off guard.
Oh yeah, that's interesting, because when you ask people about anything good that's happened recently, it kind of takes them a second to kind of think about it and say like, oh shoot, let me think about that. And it's kind of weird, but we're not really used to that. So it's an interesting dynamic, kind of bringing that up and kind of bringing that to the forefront of people's minds, which I think is really cool. And especially like under $11, it's a beautiful thing.
Right. Well, one of the fun things is, I don't know if anyone else happened to look around the room while that video was playing, but all I saw was smiles. And this is what the good news is all about. It's about sharing good things that are happening in our community and in our lives, because that's how we find common bonds. That's how we share in good news, and we realize that we're not alone, and we're not alone in our struggles, but we're also not alone in our successes. And one of the things that I'm going to cue this up horribly, Cesar, so be ready, is when you see all those big smiles, you get the big sparkle. And one of these videos, this next video, is from Samantha from the Sparkle Foundation. And this is a little Sunnyside update about the Sparkle Foundation.
When I was 23 years old, I knew I wanted to make a difference out there in the world. And as I started really researching charities and getting out there in the space, realizing a lot of organizations weren't as transparent as I would have liked, because I really wanted to know if I had $100, where that $100 was going. So after not finding what I wanted, I decided to kind of start my own thing. And originally I was gifting Christmas to families through the Dear Santa program in Los Angeles. So families would write to Santa, and you could then go and get the letters and then go deliver the gifts. And year after year that program grew, and the focus was always single moms. And the reason single moms was because my grandma was a single mom in the 50s, raising 3 kids in an era that we know was not very friendly to the single mother journey. And so that became my pursuit, and 7 years later, as a nonprofit, we have served over 10,000 single mothers and children throughout California. Sunday was more than just an event, right? It was an unbelievable afternoon filled with over 315 women and men in our community. We raised I think we're not quite done, but close to $60,000. And had, the best 3 hours of all of our lives. A very much afternoon we will remember forever. With that $60,000, we will be able to supply Christmas to at least 60 families this holiday season, backpacks in the fall, and also help some of our families with their enrichment scholarships. And also a little bit of those funds will go towards our microloan program, all for single moms. As someone who had been planning so much on the back end, to then see these women enjoying this moment, and even the men that were there, I mean, they were applauding, they were dancing, they were crying, they were going through all these different emotions, and all in honor of, celebration of Sparkle and our pursuit of helping single moms in our community. Many ways to get involved. You can go to sparklenow.org and sign up to be a volunteer. Our next big experience is going to be our holiday gift drive, which we will start our nominations in October. So if you know of a single mom that is in need of a little holiday cheer, you can nominate her at sparklenow.org. And then if you are feeling like you want to get involved further, you can wrap, sort, and deliver gifts. That will be December 8th, 9th, and 10th here in Novato, Sacramento, and also LA. So all of our locations will be doing the same thing. And we'll probably have close to like 80 families this year. So it's going to be a big effort, and we will absolutely need all of the elves to help us get all those gifts out to the moms and kids in our communities.
Wow. Oh yeah. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the single mothers out there. Y'all are really, really killing the game, honestly. I grew up with a single mother, by the way, so that one hits close to home. And so shout out to them, and shout out to Sparkle Foundation as well. That's a lot of money for a good cause.
That's awesome. Yeah, and speaking of money for a good cause, so we're going to have a little fun right now. Chef Jean Pierre has graciously donated a private dinner for Experience for 4. So Jean Pierre, do you want to come up real quick, take the hot seat, and we're going to tell everyone a little bit about it, and then see if we can, empty some pocketbooks.
What's going on, Jean Pierre? How you doing?
Hi, everybody. I'm Jean-Pierre Weingarten, Chef Jean-Pierre of Alchemy Cuisine. And I'm donating a a dinner for 4 people, for your friends, your family, whoever it is, and there will be a 3-course meal, and I will do all the shopping, the prepping, the cooking, the serving, and the best of all, the cleanup. So all you have to do is just lift your glass of beverage and your fork, and that's all you have to do. And everything's organic, everything is made with love. It comes from my heart to your heart through your mouth.
And Jean-Pierre, do you have a specialty or an area type of cuisine that you'd like to focus on, or that they should request from you?
I want for you what you want for you. So whatever you want, I will make it. Whether it's vegan, vegetarian, omnivore, French, Italian, Asian, all of it. I can do all of it.
That's amazing. That's amazing, Jean-Pierre. Well, as you can tell, I do only vegetarian meals. So anyway, tonight we're going to try this out. And honestly, this is a big practice for me. So we're going to do a little live auction. So we had discussed about this, that the value is priceless, right? And we're going to let it go with a starting of $400. Would anyone be interested in bidding or taking this home for $400 tonight? And online land, if you're watching, you don't have it. Oh, see, I can't see you on the TV. Oh, Chris Kelson, $400. Very nice. Thank you very much, Chris. I might outbid you just so I don't have to clean up tonight. Anyone else? $450, $500, going even priceless. Put it on the black Amex, I think. Is that the right one? Right? No? Anyone? Last chance? $400. Thank you very much, Chris Kelson.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
I'm really excited. Do you know who you're going to bring? Maybe. It's very true, right? Well, it's all about bringing community together. And when Chris has this dinner with Chef Jean-Pierre, it's all about bringing the community together. And whether that's the 30, 40 people here tonight, or whether that's 150 people or 6,000 people at an event in the park, or whether that's 4 people for the private dinner experience, it's all about getting community. And I hope while you're at that dinner, you might try this exercise of tell me something good that's going on in your life. So real quick, and it is all about community, we're going to share another quick little video of the San Anselmo Arts Foundation and the Beatles Project.
San Anselmo, how you feeling out there? Woo! Man, it is beautiful to be here. Feel free to get up and dance.
The Beatles are in the park.
My name is Wendy. I'm here with my girlfriend. Front row seats.
And this is our second year here, and we love the Beatles.
And I'm so excited to see the Beatles tribute because I love the Beatles and I love the atmosphere.
We have about 800 people in here. We're here for the San Anselmo Arts Commission. This is our big fundraiser, the Beatles in the Park, and all the proceeds go towards our public art programs and to our youth scholarships.
Arts Commission, thank you so much. So appreciate this. Yes!
Speaking of single mothers and San Anselmo, I want to tell you guys a little bit about a recent project I did just about a year ago with Desire to Inspire Studios Foundation and Postpartum Support Services. Right around the corner in that little San Anselmo Plaza, there's a storage unit facility, and Postpartum Services actually rented out that facility to hold a bunch of supplies and utilities for single mothers. We're talking like Pampers, and we're talking bottles and formula and all that good stuff. For the single mothers out here in Marin, a lot of them, need support, especially during COVID. It was a tough time, and so I got the opportunity to help them create a really, really good. It was a fundraising video, like a fund the need video, and that was my first time kind of creating a project for a nonprofit here in the community, and that was very tough on me. But as soon as I got there, everybody there was like, I could just feel that everybody was there for a bigger reason, and so. When I got there, it was just amazing to see the smile, seeing everybody working really hard, and I just wanted to share that because we're going to share the video right now, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
On May 6, 2019, Ivana Jakotic began the Postpartum Support Center as a result of her own experience with the birth of her second child and the lack of access to affordable or timely mental health support services in the county. Experts uniformly agree that professional help for postpartum depression is absolutely critical. According to the recent studies, since COVID, a shocking 1 in 5 mothers experiences severe depression, and 1/5 of these has reported suicidal thoughts.
Y siento bastante ayuda porque ha sido algo difícil para nosotros comprar los pañales, que ya ve que ahorita están muy caros, y cositas así para las toallitas y ropa para los niños. También ha sido un poquito difícil en estas circunstancias. Hemos sentido bastante apoyo ya. Con algo que nos dan aquí ya es suficiente para poder salir un tiempo.
Que ahorita como está la economía, a veces podemos cubrir los pampers, leches de nuestros hijos, y con estas ayudas pues podemos lograrlo.
Throughout COVID, going the extra mile, Ivana would meet people or place diapers and formula outside her own front door so families could get them. The stunning devotion and enduring gratitude from families helped over critical periods of temporary unemployment or family illness through this time are still glowingly reported to us today.
Ellos conforme van creciendo lo van necesitando. En el caso de mi nena, ahorita una cita para comer, que es lo que las muchachas nos acaban de dar.
De que hoy en día todo ha subido, la gasolina y todo, más sin embargo nos han ayudado con pañales, nos han ayudado con ropa, nos han ayudado con algunos accesorios como silla, como mesa.
Pues que no tengan miedo ni pena, porque es algo que ellos lo están haciendo de todo corazón.
Para nosotros ha sido, podríamos decir, una bendición, ¿verdad? Porque realmente necesitamos.
We've seen families that don't know each other feel comfortable enough to break down those walls and offer other moms or other parents support.
In addition to offering mental health services, our programs include a 7 days a week support line, ROSE program, an evidence-based educational class that teaches skills and tools to pregnant people and helps prevent clinical postpartum depression.
We use interpersonal therapy to help moms understand how their roles and relationships will shift as they become a parent. It also gives them tools to navigate the postpartum period. It's been amazing to see when we have our postpartum follow-up meeting after the ROSE. Many mothers, have said they felt like they really gained tools, and they thought back to what we learned in the ROSE, and they used those tools when they were in their postpartum period. So that's been really powerful to see that it is making a difference, and we're so happy to provide that to moms in our community. And I really hope to see the Postpartum Center grow, increase our outreach, start new programs, provide more supplies and things to people in need in the community.
We have delivered diapers, clothes, and equipment to countless mothers and families in need. We have and continue to work closely with the Marin Community Clinics, serving the clinic's new mothers and families in greatest need. The operation is fueled by the generous donations of Marin families of their lightly used equipment and clothing, and formula and postpartum supplies sorted, organized, and made available by countless dedicated volunteer hours.
The Postpartum Support Center, with all its different branches, I feel it really impacts families. People are just so grateful, and that will impact their families growing up and the children, and hopefully, the world because people helping other people is really what it's all about.
It's a huge operation. There's strollers, there's cribs, there's toys, there's books, there's Halloween costumes today.
And to be able to offer, again, not only the diapers and the gear, but some softness, we are here to take care of you. You are welcome. You can have what you need. You can have what you want. I think that is what keeps me coming back.
Well, I wanted to come to help moms and other children that are in need of things. It makes me really happy to see everybody get their stuff.
A lot of people don't really know where to go or what to do, and so to be able to have a center and a place where they can go and get lots of different types of support, it's really a wonderful resource.
We also work to meet the needs the clinic outlines for complex cases for mothers and infants with challenging medical issues by providing what is requested. And we accomplish all this from the support and magnificent generosity of Marin residents.
One of the amazing impacts that video had is it helped the postpartum support get a grant that was just shy of $100,000. Wow. And it allowed them to move into a space right down here on Redwood Highway, and they're now able to serve triple the amount of families that they were serving prior to out of these storage units, these containers, like on the go. And that was absolutely incredible. And we're going to hear from Eric in a couple minutes about his impact, because he did this entire project during his internship program. It was his internship program. So we're going to circle back to that. But first, how many of you know that I like to ruin people's lives? In the best way possible. So tonight we have Alex with us. He's our intern. Everybody wave to Alex. You got to turn around and face them. They're waving to you. There you go. Right? And so we're going to have a little fun. I gave you a little cue in the beginning video with the Santa Fe Chamber. So this is the interactive portion of the Sunnyside update. This is why I didn't put out too much information so people would actually show up. Who would like to share some good news, something good that has happened in their lives, or something that they've witnessed that has happened?
It's too quiet.
I love it, right? Right? So is the concern because you don't want to be on camera, or is it because, wait, good news? Wait, what is that? Like, we're inundated with so much bad news, so much negativity, so much the world is dying, right? And it is, to a certain degree. But in the meantime, before we all die and disappear, there's a lot of good things happening in the world, right? Like, there's a lot of good things happening. So I want you to sit for, it's okay that the silence, I'm good with the awkward silence, and find a piece of good news, a reason to celebrate life. That's what these barbecues are all about. They're about celebrating life and celebrating life's small things. For me, I know waking up in the morning, I wake up and I give myself a self high five, knowing that the rest of the day is gravy, because I am lucky to be alive. Jean-Pierre?
I have some good news.
All right, take it away.
So I have a dear friend, my friend Michelle, and she has a 12-year-old daughter. And Michelle asked me to support her by picking her up from school in Concord and driving her back to Sausalito, which I did today, and why I arrived late. But I feel like I'm making a difference in her life, and she's really opening up, and so I feel like I'm an elder in this situation, and supporting a young person, and it's great for me too, to have that ability to connect with this young person, and it's the human thing to do. It's the total human thing to do, and I'm fully on board with that. So I'm really happy to have this friendship with Raina. So.
Thank you. All right, you got the first one out of the way. Bye, Chris. Thank you for all your help. I will do a quick shout out because I gotta shout out our sponsors real quick and our help tonight. One, Chris Healy is an amazing commercial agent, and she helped us navigate this crazy lease, and we took it over 3 weeks ago for the new space, and we've renovated it in the last 3 weeks, but I could not have done this without Chris Healy and all of her attention to detail. I just wanted to do a big shout out there. Also, Chef Jean-Pierre for the donation tonight and helping us out with the renovations. Sebastian was a big part. He ran electricity through all of our space back there because there was one outlet, and also put in a charging outlet for my car. So thank you. I don't have to sit at a charging station for an hour and a half on Thursday mornings. Dan Ross of Ross Painting and Ross Concrete Coating. Did you guys like the floor you were on? Did anyone notice the floor? Like, how often do you notice a floor, right? Dan's team, they took care of that full floor in 2 days, and it was amazing. And so thank you very much. And I think that's it for now. I might be missing someone, but I'm not sure. Anyone else? Come on. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Okay.
So give us at least your first name, too.
Okay, my name is Diane, and I'm married to Joe here. And, and the reason I'm giving this little testimonial is that my husband survived COVID. To me, it was a big deal. Yeah. So here's a shout out to, there's a new vaccine coming out in 2 weeks. So if you haven't signed up for it, go sign up at your CVS. It's supposed to take care of the latest variant that's already come out. But yeah, the sooner you get it, the better. And I was just like really amazed when my husband came down sick, which was like 2 weeks ago on a Friday, that it really kicked his butt. Didn't you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, you may be healthy because this guy is like really healthy, the fittest guy in our whole family, and he still got really sick. So just be careful out there, guys. And I just want to know he survived, and so just get that vaccine.
Awesome.
Right.
Thank you very much. Thank you for
Great.
sharing. Very nice. I know we got one more over here.
I just wanted to mention a nonprofit here that is really, really incredible. For those of you who know Laura Reininger, she's the executive director of Kids Cooking for Life. And I hadn't seen Laura in about 3 years because of the COVID and the shutdown and so on. And now with things opening up and like Link Local Marin, she was at the last Link Local Marin mixer and we had a chance to talk. Kids Cooking for Life is thriving, and she's teaching young people about food, about how it's grown, how to prepare it, and really helping them see how to live a healthy life for the rest of their lives. So I can't say enough about Kids Cooking for Life and Laura's work with it.
Thank you. Awesome. All right. Yeah, they do a lot with the schools, and the schools and the senior projects do a lot of the filming for them. Anyone else? Last chance. It's all right. If you feel like texting me later, the good news, you can do that. Do you want to do yours? Or you rather be behind the camera? We got one more.
Just some good news. A week or maybe 2 weeks ago now, I was at the Wednesday's Gift comedy fundraiser, and that was my first time at a comedy show. It was great, and it was just great to see all these people coming together and just see how much money they raise and how they're helping the community. So yeah, that was just a bit of good news that I saw.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good job. Very nice. Thank you very much. All right. Oh, you're shooting some behind the scenes, so we got Nolan up in the anchor. Beautiful.
Multitasking.
All right, last chance. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for sharing. I really do appreciate it. It's a really fun practice to do and get out there and share the good news. One of the things I told you, we're going to share Eric's story real quick, and then we're going to be closing up a wrap here. But Eric's first project was the postpartum support service. So, Senator, why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, I think to sum it up, like, great things take time. For those of you guys that don't know what went into that, obviously we filmed, but the editing process, usually we'll do like a couple like re-edits for our clients or our partners. That's like a normal thing in the industry, and I think for this one we had to do it a couple extra times additionally, and I didn't understand at first like why we were doing it. You know, I knew like what the scope of the project was, but there was like minor details that we had to kind of go over, you know, framing and captions, subtitles, color grades, all this fancy technical stuff that I thought was like, you know, mind-blowing. And I didn't like all the details kind of like were really minuscule, you know, when we were editing. And then we got a call back. They were like, no, this has to change and this has to change. And, you know, from my perspective, I was just like, okay, let me just get the job done. I just want to get it done. But then over time, as we kept doing it, I kept understanding and I kept learning, like, okay, wait, hold on, we have to fix this. I didn't really see the end at the moment, but what I had noticed was that, like, okay, I need to get this right. We need to get this correct. You know, we need to work with our partners because they have a vision and it's our job to execute. And so I think the amount of time it took to kind of reestablish, you know, okay, like let's figure it out. Let's talk to them. Let's have we had a few meetings. You know, I think they actually came in to reshoot a couple clips as well. After the fact, we had shot the whole that whole scene in the actual storage units. All the extra work that got put into that project at the time was like, you know, it was just what it was. I was here for my internship, but looking back at it now, I was like, oh, all that extra stuff going above and beyond what, you know, under promising and over delivering. I think that concept really stuck with me. And so all the extra time it took just to see, I think I saw it on Instagram. Yeah, I'm young, guys. I'm on Instagram. I saw it on Instagram. I saw they had won the award. They had won the grant. And I was like, wait a minute, is that? And I finally connected the dots. And when I saw that, I was just super happy. I was very, very grateful. And I was really happy for Ivana and everybody that, you know, took a part in that project. And most importantly for, you know, all the moms out there that are going to be receiving the help and all the impact that's going to happen, you know, at scale. And so that was just an amazing experience for me. I loved being a part of it. And I learned, most importantly, I loved learning about, you know, that lesson and then being able to implement that, you know, into my future and really having that as something, you know, as a foundational piece of learning here at the studio. So that was my experience with it.
Very nice.
Eric, let me ask you a question. What's the most important thing that you learned about being a young man and learning the respect and the wonderment of the suffering of women going through having things? And what did you learn for yourself as a potentially a future parent and grandparent? What did you learn that most struck you? And then please write that as an article for the IJ. I know a guy on the IJ now.
Okay.
And I think you would be remarkable in writing that because and then just run for mayor.
I really appreciate that. That means the world to me. Thank you so much, Doctor. Like, just you and everything you've done and just speaking with you. You know, we've only met a couple of times, but you're an amazing guy, and I really appreciate that. That means the world. Thank you. Thank you. You say what?
What did you learn?
What did you learn about this?
I learned the connection, the human connection. I think we as humans, our job is to connect with each other, and I don't think young people especially do that a lot, and people my age don't do that. And so I started learning that to value that connection, to value the connection with people who, for example, I don't know these women, I don't know these single mothers, but I have a single mother at home. And so being able to put her in that position, put myself in the position of these mothers really, and experiencing like what these kids, you know, these kids are in my position as well. And what I learned was like, I want to change that for them. I want to change their experience so they don't have to go through what I went through. They can have a better life. And that starts with that connection, with really understanding what it is these women were going through and being able to capture that and showing the world at scale, right? And that's I think what I learned.
Eric for mayor.
That's awesome. Well, thank you very much, Eric, and thank you, Michael, for the question. And one of the, like we said, tonight is our soft launch of our internship program and of the Sunnyside update. And we have a quick little video about that, and then we will wrap it up after that. So, Cesar, cue our intern video, or our program video.
At Desire to Inspire Studios Foundation, we are all about empowering youth to discover their creative passions through art, photography, videography, and media production. We believe that every young person has a story to tell, and we're here to provide them with the tools, the guidance, and the support they need to bring those stories to life. Over the years, we've witnessed the incredible transformation occurs when a young individual is given a chance to express themselves through the lens of a camera or the art of video editing. Our programs have helped countless youth not only develop practical skills, but also gain confidence, communication abilities, and a sense of purpose.
Today was my first day. I got to shadow Trevor as he was doing headshots for a few companies. We came back to the studio, and as Trevor was working, I was taking background photos of him and the clients and taking unit stills. What drew me to Desire to Inspire was when I was talking to Trevor, he was just telling me about their mission here and to help others, and I really enjoyed hearing about that, and that's what I want to do. I got pictures taken myself not too long ago, and the way she made me feel is what I want to make other people feel. First impressions of working with Desire to Inspire has been really great. Everyone has been so wonderful and so fun to work with. I'm just super excited to be here.
I've been with D2I now for a little bit over, I'd say about 2 months or so, doing projects, the most frequent of which being the Donuts for Breakfast morning podcast that they do each week on Thursday. We got to do a project with the North Marin Community Services Alliance where we came through, they did a gift giveaway, they had Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus dressed to the nines, and we essentially got to film them giving their gifts away to the local community. People drove up, they opened their trunks, and the participants came through with the bags and put them up in the trunks. We got to film it. We saw the smiles on everyone's faces. It was wonderful. I hope to broaden my spectrum of skills, the skills that I came to Desire to Inspire Studios with, as well as to take on some new skills, particularly in the realm of photography, as well as audio engineering, as well as also I've been teaching for about 5 years now at another television station within the community, and so to bring those skills to what Desire to Inspire already brings to our community, I think, and to collaborate in those two realms would be great for not only me but also for everyone involved.
We couldn't achieve these remarkable outcomes without the generous support of individuals like you. Your contribution directly fuels our mission to empower the next generation of storytellers and creators. With your help, we can continue offering workshops, mentorships, scholarships, and a hands-on experience to make a lasting impact in the lives of these young individuals.
So that is our program, and one of the things is like I said, tonight is our soft launch. So we set a big, ambitious goal to host this tonight. I can't thank you all for watching online, and thank you all for being here in person. I'm sorry that I suckered you into it, but I'm also really glad you are here because we are doing a big fundraiser on October 26th. October 26th at the Embassy Suites. And our goal is to raise $150,000. Our program is $4,500 a week to run our after-school program, which is 20 hours a week, having 5 of our team members as, what do you call those, teachers? They're not teachers. Supervisors, directors, to be able to give the kids the direction and go out and produce this show, this Sunnyside Update. And so that $150,000 will give us about 5.5 months or 4.5 months of programming. So we are really excited about the October 26th event. We are also excited about tonight and every day that we get to do this. So really quick, want to ask you guys, how many of you were excited and uplifted by the videos and the sharing of the good news tonight? Big. And how many of you want to raise your pocketbooks along with it? I'm doing this because I need to practice asking, because I'm not good at asking. So would anyone be curious? Ooh, man, it's tougher than I thought. Would anyone like to help us support and help us on our way to that $150,000 goal tonight in any capacity? Yeah? Do I do numbers? Do I just track you down afterwards? Do you want to shout it out? Do I just get to run the card for whatever it will be limited out at? Awesome. Well, thank you very much. And real quick, did I get everybody's hand? Because you're off TV. So I got Abigail, and I totally just blinked on her name.
Joe.
Sorry. Joe. Anyone else? Dan? Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you have your fill of your stomach, and please go get more food if you would like more food. And thank you all very much for being here and being part of our soft launch of our Sunnyside Update program.
We want to add you can donate online.
Oh, yeah, you can also donate online. Yes.